Okay, I want to show you something really cool. This exact funnel brought in over $500,000 in GCI, and I didn't spend a penny on ads. And before you think I had some huge team and like tech people and whatnot, it started out with just me. I built it all myself. Eventually, I added 2 more agents that were in the Savannah area, and the 3 of us did all of this business together. And then we added agents in other areas, but I'm not even counting their revenue because they're in a different MLS that I'm not a part of, and I can't pull those stats easily. So I'm just including what we did here in the Savannah area with 3 people. So I went to the MLS, I exported all of our data. Here is this sheet. I'm just going to scroll down. This was Katie, Nicole, and me. It brought in a grand total of $49 million in sales volume because our median price here is not that big. At the time when I started doing all of this in 2017, my typical sales price was around $200,000. And then it gradually eked up over time. It got to like 230 and then to 250. And then after COVID and all that stuff, I think it finally made it up to around 300, 350. But we're not talking a luxury market here. This is a very modest price point. So to do $49 million in sales of houses that cost roughly $225,000, that's a lot of houses. And it all came from this super simple funnel that I set up myself. Now, before you say, but I can't do any of this tech stuff, look at me. Am I a spring chicken? No, I am not. But I taught myself how to do this, and you can do the same thing. It's not that hard. Before I show you what the funnel looked like and what it is that you need, I need to tell you why I did all of this stuff. So we had moved from Northern California to Hilton Head, South Carolina, to Atlanta to Savannah in about 4.5 years. It was kind of crazy. I do not recommend it. But every time I got to a new place, I had to start all over again. I had no name recognition. I had no market share. I had no sphere. My mom and dad lived in Savannah. They were the only people that I knew. It was not like I could just start calling people and saying, hey, I've gone into real estate. You should use me. I didn't know anybody there. I was truly starting from scratch. And so I had the website that I'd been using when I lived in Atlanta. And I said, I'm just going to take it with me and start using it in Savannah. So if you need a website, I've been using Easy Agent Pro since 2016. I cannot recommend them enough. I love this platform. It allowed me to make really great looking landing pages. So what is a landing page? It looks like this. Now you can ignore the purple band across the top. The only reason we see that is because I'm logged in as the user of this page. But what everybody else sees is from below instant landing page. And it's just one page on your website that says, hey, I have this free thing. Do you want it? If you do, click the button, fill out the form, give me your name, your email, your phone number, and I will send it right over to you. It's very, very simple. And it worked like crazy because I also started making YouTube videos. So my YouTube video, I would be talking about what a great place it was to live in Savannah and all the different neighborhoods and the different parts of town and how much it cost and what is the cost of living. And oh, by the way, if you're going to be moving here, I have this free relocation guide. You should get it. That changed my entire career. I can't overestimate it because between the YouTube channel and then having a way to get people off of YouTube and into my CRM changed everything. They would click on that link below the video. It would take them over to my website. They would fill out the form with their information. It would immediately email them, thanks for requesting the reload guide. Here it is. And then it would send them another email and another email and another email and a text message. And it would keep following up with them. If they gave me their phone number, I called them as well. So now I can call them. And these people would say, oh my gosh, I feel like I know you already because I've watched all of your videos. This funnel made me like a top producer in my office when I was brand new in town. Within a year, I had to form a team and I was being asked to teach classes at our local brokerage because everybody was like, who are you? Where did you come from? And how are you doing this? And so This was long before I started coaching other real estate agents. I was just like, sure, I'll come in and I'll talk to you about what I'm doing. I mean, I love to share. I'm not going to gatekeep. I'll tell you exactly what I'm doing because it's a lot of work. And I know that most people won't do it. I could tell you until I am blue in the face exactly what I do step by step, every single thing, and not hide anything. And out of 100 people, I bet 5 would even try. And a year later, 1 or 2 would still be doing it because it's not easy. It's simple, but it's not easy. It takes work. And most people just don't want to do it. But do you want to make $500,000 in GCI? Do you want to make that every single year? I talked to some of my coaching students that are like, I'm on track to make $1 million this year. I talked to somebody the other day who said he closed 32 deals last year from YouTube, just from YouTube. 32 transactions in a single year, all from free leads from YouTube, where you are not paying any sort of referral fee. You are not paying for any ad. You are not buying the lead from one of the big portals. You did not have to do a mass mailer to their neighborhood for 12 consecutive months before they finally picked up the phone and call you. You uploaded a video for free to YouTube, and it turned into 32 sales the following year. That's what I'm talking about. So we have the free thing that I'm offering, and we have the landing page that it's going to go on. Do we only offer it one time? Say it with me. The answer is no. We offer it over and over and over again. So one video on my YouTube channel where I offered it turned into 2 and turned into 4 and turned into 10 and turned into 350. There are so many videos on that channel where I offered the relocation guide. So I always think of this analogy of when I used to go fishing with my dad when we were kids, and it would be my dad and me on the rowboat at the crack of dawn, just the two of us. He's got a pole, I've got a pole. And if we were lucky, we caught a couple of fish. But my husband went to Aruba and went on a fishing vessel out to sea with like 20 other people. And they have those PVC pipes that are like anchored to the side of the boat, and you can put your fishing pole in the PVC pipe so that you can let go of it, and you can have 5 or 6 of them. So imagine 20 people on the boat, and all 20 of them have 5 poles. We got 100 fishing poles. You can catch a lot more fish with 100 fishing poles than you can with 2. So the more videos you make, the more fishing poles you have in the water. You will make a video and you will offer this free guide. And then you'll make another video a week or 2 later and you'll offer it again. You can post about it on Facebook. You can do an Instagram reel. You can make a TikTok. You can email everybody in your database. You could make a mailer and you could put a QR code on it. You could mail it to everybody in a neighborhood. They would scan the QR code. It would go right to the landing page. You can do paid advertising. There is no shortage of ways that you can drive traffic to that landing page. But you cannot only try one time. You can't make one video where you offer this free thing and then never talk about it again. You might get a couple of leads that might turn into a couple of sales, but it's not going to make you $500,000 unless you're selling a $10 million house. So I want you to come up with your offer and make the landing page and then offer it a lot. You're going to talk about it so often, you're going to make yourself sick about it. Too bad. Talk about it anyway. So the last part of that is the email follow-up sequence, right? I wrote all the emails myself. They are nothing fancy. I basically looked at all of the emails that came with my CRM as automated campaigns. And then I did the exact opposite because I thought they were terrible. Hey, Roger, want to go see some open houses this weekend? They were all so cheesy and they were so clearly canned. Nobody opens those emails. They have terrible subject lines. So they don't even get opened. They probably go straight to the person's junk folder. So why even send them if nobody's going to open them versus emails that get opened and then people click the links inside. So they keep getting opened and delivered more because when I send you something and you reply or you click on the links inside the email, that tells the email service provider that this is not junk mail and it should go to the inbox, not to the spam folder. So the better the email is, the better it works for you because it's not going to the spam folder and people are actually opening them and reading them. Was it hard? No. Did it take time? Yeah, it took a couple hours. It's not like it took me 3.5 weeks, for crying out loud. I think I wrote 7 emails. So email number 1 goes out immediately after they request the free guide. And then the next one went out the next day. And then I think I waited 2 days, and then another one went out. And then there was a text message if they gave me their phone number. And then there was another email, and then there was another text message. And it would just send them a bunch of things. And if I got them on the phone, I would immediately turn that off, because the whole design of that follow-up campaign is to get a response. I just want them to talk to me. When are you thinking of moving? What's bringing you to town? As soon as we've spoken in real life on the phone, I turn that one off, because now I'm going to look like a bonehead if they keep getting these emails like, when are you coming to town? And they say, I told you that yesterday. So we want to turn that one off. And then we can turn on a long-term nurture campaign. And the one that I did for people that were relocating to the area, but we're not going to be doing it anytime soon. So maybe they're 12 months out or a couple of years out. We're going to move down there after we retire. So it's not going to be soon, but I definitely want to stay in touch with you. That email campaign I love, because all I did was send them to my YouTube channel. So I would send them an email that said, have you ever heard of the Beach Bum Parade? Oh my gosh, this is the most fun thing that we do. It's in the first Friday of May every year on Tybee Island. I can't even describe it. Go watch this video. And I would put the thumbnail of the video in the email, but when they clicked on it, they would go over to YouTube to watch the video. Am I talking about real estate? No. Are they getting excited about moving here? Yes. And so that's what most of those emails were. I would send them an email. I would talk about something totally unrelated to real estate, link to a YouTube video. If I could see if they clicked, I could track how many people were clicking. And then they would go and watch the video, and that would help my YouTube channel. And then maybe after 4 or 5 of those emails, I would say something like, so how do you look for a house long distance? I have some really great ideas of how we can do this. If you're not going to be able to come to town and go house hunting, we could do it with VR goggles. Watch this video where I tell you how it all works. And then they go to that video and watch that. Now I'm actually talking a little bit about real estate. But then the following email would again just be talking about fun stuff in the area. You can get very creative with these emails that you send people, and they don't have to be salesy, and they don't have to be all about you and how you're a top producer. You don't have to have your headshot in the footer. You don't have to have any of that stuff that you think you need to have in order to appear professional, and it will work better. So if you're not getting the results that you want now, why not just try something else? Why not do the exact opposite of what everybody tells us we should be doing? Why not put our headshot in the freaking footer of the email and not have every designation that you have, because they don't know what those mean. Yes, I could have the whole alphabet after my name. They don't know what that means. So what does that do? It just makes me look like I'm bragging. Do they care? Do they care that I'm a CRS? No, they don't. They don't even know what it is. So what if we just said, hey, you should watch this video. It's going to tell you a whole bunch about moving to this area. I think you'll really like it. Talk to you soon, Karin. And then, of course, you put your contact information down below, because we want to be compliant. But what if it was just so much more low-key and casual, and not what we think marketing is supposed to be? I love the people who say that email marketing is dead. Nobody opens the emails. Nobody clicks any of the links. I'm like, only because you're doing it wrong. Because my emails have an amazing open rate. They have a great click-through rate. I would get a ton of my real estate clients from those emails. And now I get a ton of clients from my coaching emails, because I spend all of this time on the subject line, making sure it would be something someone would actually want to open. And then the whole email is not just, let me tell you all about me. If you want to have a funnel and you're like, I just don't know how to do any of this stuff, I'm not tech savvy, I don't know, I want you to watch this video next, because I'm going to show you exactly how you can create a funnel with just 3 simple steps. And you don't have to be a technical whiz to be able to do it. If I can do it, you can do it. So watch this video and I'll show you how.